coming in about the summoning of DK Shivakumar, and he's present before the Enforcement Directorate. Both DK Shivakumar and his brother have left the ED office. They were there for recording their statements. They were summoned by the agency. ED has taken details of donations to Young India up to April 2022. Those are the details really coming in. We have seen the kind of political allegations that have flown in thick and fast. Let me try and see if we can get a reaction on the story. But before that, my colleague Ashish Mahesh with us on the broadcast. Ashish, are there any inside details, any scoop that you have in terms of the line of questioning?
So the line of questioning, as I said, if you remember 2 days back as well, we talked about when I spoke to my sources in the Enforcement Directorate. It was basically about donations which landed in Young Indians. So Enforcement Directorate at the time of examining the accounts of National Herald and Young Indian, they found that certain donations had come from Andhra Pradesh. Now, obviously, the timing will be questioned because there is a Bharat Jodo Yatra is happening in Karnataka, and DK Shivakumar has got his own role to play. But ultimately, these cases have to stand on their own legs in the court of law. At that point in time, they tried...
All right, let's try and listen into DK Shivakumar. Yeah. Ashish, I'll just come back to you.
ಕೆಲವು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕೆಲವು ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ತಿಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ರಾಜಕಾರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಫೀಸ್ಗಳು ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲ ದಾಖಲೆಗಳನ್ನ ನಾನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಇರುವಂತ ದಾಖಲೆಗಳನ್ನ ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಏನ್ ಕೆಲವು ದಾಖಲೆ ಇತ್ತು ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ದಾಖಲೆ ಇತ್ತು, ಅದನ್ನ ಸಮ್ಮತಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇನ್ನು ಕೆಲವು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು.
Ashish Mahesh, who continues to track all the developments. Ashish, you were interrupted. You were telling us about the line of questioning.
So basically, it was Anusha about the money that landed into Young Indian, and they found that people close to Congress, especially DK Shivakumar, they had donated some money to Young Indian. And just to check the legitimacy of the funds, the source, whether it was legitimate or not, that is why DK Shivakumar and DK Suresh were summoned. Now, it's not only about DK Shivakumar or DK Suresh. There are around 14-15 people from Andhra Pradesh, including Geeta Reddy, Sudhakar Reddy, and various other people who have been associated with Congress. They all have been summoned. And these are people who have made some donations, some sort of donations to Young Indian. So just to check the legitimacy...
Ashish, sorry, interrupting you again, trying to listen into DK Shivakumar.
But I don't know why such a delay. They asked me to wait for till all the procedures are over. So, but I think I don't want to comment much things. What all has been questioned, what was the discussion, I don't want to reveal those issues.
Sir, have you been summoned again?
No, they have asked me. Today is over, but I have to furnish them lot of information. So today it is over. I have to submit the information. I have taken time to submit the information. But let us play politics in a political battlefield, not in the offices. I don't want to comment on that.
Have they told anything about that?
ಕೆಲವು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
DK Shivakumar, Mr. DK Shivakumar once again asserting there that politics should happen or political games should be played in the appropriate battlefield, not in Enforcement Directorate or central agency offices. Ashish, for the benefit of our viewers, the entire National Herald case comes like a maze of companies, transactions, loans that were given and written off, properties and assets that were acquired. In this entire maze, what is the role of DK Shivakumar for which he's allegedly, guilty according to the agency and under scanner?
No, he's not guilty. It's a wrong word to pronounce. Reason being that DK Shivakumar has made certain donations. So he's not an accused here. He's in no way an accused. He's only made donations, and when the accounts of Young Indian and National Herald were being examined by the Enforcement Directorate, at that point in the time they found that some donations came into Young India up till April 2022. So they were based, at the time of examination, if you remember, there were certain searches on private individuals as well. where they were anticipating that through which money could have landed into Young Indian and National Herald. So here their basic legitimacy of funds, whether the money that came into Young Indian, whether it was legitimate in nature or not, that is what is being examined as of now.
So I'm going to reassert what Ashish just clarified, that he's not an accused in the case so far. So in no way there can be a question of any kind of guilt on his part. But yes, the manner in which he's involved in some kind of transactions that took place and the intent behind that transaction, that is the purpose for which the agency is summoning him. A quick check of some key news from across the country.